You don't need to finish this video to change your life. Right now, this very second, you already have the power to tackle big goals, fix your habits, and build the future you want. You just don't know it yet. Let me show you something shocking. Your brain isn't lazy, it's overloaded. Here's the crazy part. When you scroll through social media, your brain processes more data per second than most supercomputers can handle. We're talking gigabytes of visual, emotional, and auditory input. And your brain just takes it, without even hesitating. So why does it freeze the moment you try to start something meaningful? Why can you scroll for hours but can't seem to work for even 10 minutes? Think of your brain as a biological supercomputer, the most powerful machine on the planet. But here's the secret: the part responsible for discipline, focus, and long-term planning, the prefrontal cortex, is basically a toddler behind the wheel of a spaceship. It's impulsive, emotional, and very easily distracted. What you're experiencing isn't laziness. It's just really bad management. Your inner pilot is a child. So, why have you never felt in control? Well, for starters, your prefrontal cortex, that CEO of your brain, doesn't even fully mature until around age 25. For a huge part of your life, you were literally not equipped to handle a lot of this. Second, your brain is loaded with invisible debuffs that are constantly draining its power. Just like in a video game, these debuffs weaken your stats, making every task harder. They drain your mental energy, and you probably don't even realize it's happening. Let's look at the first debuff: sleep loss. Just one night of poor sleep can drop your prefrontal cortex activity by a staggering 60%. Your logic centers just shut down, impulses and emotions take over completely. Think about it: a single bad night makes you 60% less rational and 60% more likely to make bad decisions. You're not weak-willed, you're just operating with a fraction of your brain power. Next up, the debuff we all know and love: social media. Just 15 minutes of scrolling can reduce your self-control by about 20%. The constant stream of quick-hit dopamine trains your brain to seek instant gratification and avoid any kind of effort. But it gets worse. Long-term, heavy use of social media has been shown to literally shrink the prefrontal cortex. It's not just a bad habit. It's actively damaging the part of your brain you need for success. Then there's stress. When you're stressed, your body floods with a hormone called cortisol. At high cortisol levels, your logical brain shuts off completely. It's a survival mechanism from our caveman days. Your emotional brain, the limbic system, takes full control. You can't think clearly, you can't plan, and you can't focus. In this state, logic is completely offline. So, when you're stressed and can't get anything done, it's not a moral failing. It's a biological reality. Debuff number 4, unfinished tasks. Your brain is wired to finish what it starts. Every open loop, every unchecked item on your to-do list is treated by your brain like it's happening right now. It occupies mental RAM. Having 10 unfinished tasks is manageable. But 50, 100, your brain goes into total system overload. You think you're lazy, but you're actually just mentally maxed out. This overload is not laziness. And finally, a huge one: suppressed emotions. Every time you ignore how you feel, push down anger, or avoid sadness, you're using up mental energy. A lot of it. Suppressing your emotions can drain 30 to 50% of your self-control resources every single day. That's a massive, constant leak in your energy tank. It's no wonder you feel stuck and exhausted. You're spending half your power just keeping your feelings locked away. So, how do we fix this? How do we reclaim our brains? It starts with a full system reset. The first step is to clear your tasks. I call this the brain outbox system. Get a piece of paper or open a document and write down every single task that is bouncing around in your head, everything. Then, categorize them into 3 simple columns: do now, schedule, or delete. Be ruthless. The goal is to clear the list to 0 and free up all that mental bandwidth. Step 2 of the reset: release your emotions. That pressure has to go somewhere. There are 3 simple and powerful ways to do this. First, move your body. Go for a walk, work out, dance, anything that gets you moving. Physical activity is one of the fastest ways to process emotional energy. Second, write your feelings down. Journaling gets them out of your head and onto the page, breaking their power over you. And third, speak your truth. Talk to a friend, a therapist, or even just say it out loud to yourself. This emotional detox will give you a huge surge of power. Step 3 of the reset: restore the body. Your brain can't rebuild itself if your body is exhausted and depleted. The simplest place to start is with walking. It's low impact and incredibly effective. Walking boosts oxygen and blood flow to the brain, and studies show it can increase prefrontal cortex activity by 15% in just 20 minutes. Think of it as a repair sequence for your brain. And fourth step of the reset: fix your breathing. Most of us breathe incorrectly. We take shallow, chest-level breaths, which means we're constantly in a low-grade state of oxygen deprivation. Less oxygen means brain cells are literally dying. The fix is to learn to breathe from your diaphragm, taking deep, full breaths. When you restore proper breathing, your mental clarity returns almost instantly. Deep breathing equals clear thinking. Once you've completed the reset, it's time to train your brain. This is where you build real, lasting strength. Training step 1 is focus sprints. This involves working in uninterrupted 90-minute blocks of deep work. During these sprints, you are building and strengthening new neural circuits for concentration. Your focus literally becomes stronger with every single session. If 90 minutes feels too long, start with 45 minutes and build up. Treat your concentration like a muscle. Training step 2 is the limbic shutdown. Right after a focus sprint, your brain is highly receptive to new patterns. To lock in the gains, you need to calm your impulsive, emotional brain. Do this with a simple breathing technique. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 6 seconds, and breathe out for 8 seconds. Repeat this for 15 minutes. This specific pattern shuts down your stress response and strengthens the new focus circuits you just built. And finally, training step 3 is to delay your rewards. This is how you build unstoppable discipline. Before you scroll social media, grab a snack, or indulge in any other instant gratification, just wait. Start with 10 minutes. Tell yourself, I can have it, but not for 10 minutes. Next week, make it 15, then 20. This simple act of waiting rewires your brain to favor long-term goals over short-term pleasure. Delay equals discipline. When you remove the overload, release the emotional pressure, rebuild your body, and actively train your mind, you unlock a version of yourself you've never met before. A version that is focused, confident, and in control. There is no such thing as laziness in a healthy brain. There is only overload or mastery. It's time to choose mastery. Your brain isn't lazy. You're just upgrading. Thanks for watching.